Alright, it's time to look at the new Aston Martin, what was Racing Point, now Aston Martin, livery number 7. We're on the final straight now. These videos take a while, so about 8 to 10 hours in total to make these videos, so I've been chomping at the bit, but we're getting there. Now, to anyone who's been living under a rock, of course Racing Point last season, the pink Mercedes, has become Aston Martin for this year because Lawrence Stroll, the team owner, also part owns Aston Martin, so that makes sense. Racing Point is just a made-up racing team. Aston Martin, on the other hand, has actual value as a car manufacturer, as we all know. And so the name's back in Formula One. And green is back in Formula One for the first time since, I think it was the Caterham in like 2013, 14, whenever that folded. It's good to see green back in the paddock. What do I think of the livery? It's okay. It's okay. It's not the worst. It's not the best. For me, it's pretty middle of the road. Look, they were never going to go crazy with it. I don't think. Like, it was always unlikely for them to push the boat out too much, just because this is the first year of the marquee being back in Formula One for the first time since 1959 or 60 or whenever it was. So they're always going to, I feel, play it safe. And this is very safe. I think they've truly embraced the fake Mercedes meme here, though, with the stripe down the side, because that is very, very reminiscent of the teal Patronus whoosh down the side of the Mercedes. So they've fully embraced the meme. I kind of respect that. And do I think this is better than the current Mercedes livery? Absolutely. But yeah, it's very simple. It's a green car with a pink stripe down the side. Again, it was initially meant to be fluoro green. That is pretty much confirmed. We've seen press shots before the BWT partnership was officially announced. It was meant to be fluoro green. BWT came in and was like, give us a bit, just give us a little bit of pink. Right? You don't have to make the whole car pink, just give us a little bit of pink. So that's the compromise they came to. It looks cool in the car, but for me, the fluoro green would have been nicer. So we are using that instead in my version. I don't like the font they've used for the numbers. I think that's clunky as you like. The JCB logos aren't whited out, so that's a bit meh. And there's some, like, on wet tyres, it looks pretty horrible if you ask me. But on white hards, I think it looked pretty smart. So again, it's cool, it's not great. I definitely think I can improve it, and I definitely think I have, if you ask me. But we'll see. So into Assetto Corsa Racing Studio. This is the base of the car that I've created. So the green is slightly less, I've gone for more of a green, less of a kind of slightly bluey green they've got on the actual car. I just prefer this shade. I've also gone with kind of a semi-matte finish. Almost, I've kind of tried to replicate what we see on the Alpine. For me, a kind of satin finish is a bit nicer than just the standard gloss that we've seen on a lot of cars. I've implemented a lot of carbon fibre, as you can see down on the floor, on this wing here. Most of the inside of the wing is carbon fibre. We go to the front as well. Kind of squared the nose off here, and then lots of carbon fibre again. So it's all carbon and green as a base. Now let's add those little touches of colour. So this is how I've chosen to implement the fluoro. If you look from the side profile, you'll see that it starts big, goes down to nothing, and then it reappears here and then swoops up. So it's a similar kind of approach as what they've done, but it's just not as much of a carbon copy as what we've seen on the Mercedes. Front wing, we've got little hits of fluoro here on the plates, and then we go to the back and we've just got a little hint up the top here. So again, this is literally it. That's it in terms of the fluoro. I haven't put any on the halo. I haven't put any up the top. I just think subtlety is important here. I don't think there needs to be any more than there is on the car right now. But anyway, let's make it a proper racing car. Let's stick the logos on, see what you think. All right, here we are. This is what I've come up with. Now, let's start with the side profile. Cognizant, I've made bigger than it is on the current car. I think it can get away with being bigger. I think it's a bit small for me on the real thing. BWT is also in a more prominent position up here. Aston Martin is on the side. I think that fits this space really nicely. Crypto.com has come down here with EPOS. JCB, I've whited out here and here. I've also put a little British flag down there, but all kind of greyed out. Just looks a bit nicer tinted. The Aston Martin wings logo, I've moved from here, where Pironi is now, and I've put on the actual wing. Wings on the wing, makes sense. And I think that fits this space super nice, the Aston Martin logo. I think that's a massive missed trick. Got number 5, obviously, for Sebastian up here. Again, fluoro green. I think the number works really nicely. I don't like the numbers they've got on the actual car. Really don't like them. Try to just do something a bit different with the font. I like the kind of outline font that they have on the Mercedes. That's one of the few things I like about that livery. And I've kind of applied that here. Go to the back, we've got Aston Martin. Go to the front, Cognizant on the rear wing. Bombardier's here. And then we come to the front, Alpine Stars logo. Again, front wing's quite simple. BWT on the inside here, just to give them a bit more of a shout out because there's no pink. So I'm like, okay, BWT, no pink, but you can have more logos on the car, so that's fine. Come to the nose, again, Aston Martin logo, little British flag. Something about this Aston Martin logo as well, and this went under the radar, even to me at first, and I saw Decal Spotters on Twitter, great Twitter page, tweeted about it. This is a new logo for Aston Martin. You can see there's not the other semicircle down here. It's kind of a simplified version. I really like it. It's a very subtle change, but for me, it's a very good change. And then, yeah, we come over the top. Again, the 5 on there. Come round again to the back. Aston Martin on the floor as well, because why not? Round to the other side. And again, this is a full kind of satin matte finish. I really like it. It's got a little bit of sheen to it, but it's not too glossy. Nice and in between. Now, of course, you might be sat there saying, yeah, but Tommo, like BW, this is not realistic because they had to go with the pink in the end. And okay. Let's have a look at it with pink instead of fluoro green, shall we? And as if by magic, boom, there we go. Right. Now, this also looks pretty cool. I've given it a lighter pink. I've given it a more BWT pink than they have on the actual car. I think this pink actually works a bit better, if you ask me. And this still looks decent. I prefer the fluoro, definitely, but this still looks pretty cool. Also, in recent videos, I know I've neglected playing around with colours too much, so I'm going to do that now. Okay, so this is a really dark green. That's pretty cool. I think that actually works better with the pink. Now, that works really well with the fluoro as well. Super dark green, but I'm glad they've gone lighter. So I think it makes green more of a thing on the grid, you know. There's a lot of dark cars. This is how it'd look if BWT got their way. I guess. That's absolutely disgusting. Yeah, that doesn't work at all. You know what? Dark grey with the fluoro green, I think that actually is quite smart. I think this is quite smart. That's cool. I'm surprised by how much I like this, actually. That's really smart. It's more of a tealy kind of, a more bluey green. Bit weird. About a deep purple. You know what? That's pretty sick. I don't hate that. I don't hate this. That is actually pretty naughty. I quite like that. So that's my take on the 21 Aston Martin. Again, pictures on screen directly comparing the two. What do you think? Do you prefer mine? Do you prefer theirs? Somewhere in between. Do you like it, hate it? Let me know in the comments, as always, down below. Thank you so much for all the support. It honestly means the world to me. I really appreciate it. 3 more of these to go. Looking forward to getting them ticked off. Next is the Russian Haas. The Russian Haas. I think it's pretty cool. I like it as a livery, just a livery. I'm not speaking about anything else. Just the livery. I think it's nice, but I think I can improve it as well. Like, sub, notification bell if you enjoy what I do. My name's Tommo. Thanks again. Have a good one. Ta-da.